Hola mis queridos amigos, bienvenidos nuevamente a este canal donde les compartimos casas de construcción nueva y muchos tips para que creen riqueza en bienes raíces. Y bueno, el día de hoy les traigo un video un poquito diferente y precisamente es para esto, para que ustedes creen riqueza con bienes raíces, y una de las formas es invertir en bienes raíces. Y vamos a estar hoy con Huy, que es un experto en el área, experto en el área de inversiones. Y él nos va a contar cómo podemos invertir, cómo vamos a arreglar esta propiedad, vamos a capturar desde el principio hasta el fin todo el proceso. Y bueno, vamos a hacerlo en inglés porque bueno, él no habla español, no español nada. Entonces vamos a poner subtítulos aquí para que ustedes puedan entender lo que estamos hablando y yo le voy a hacer una entrevista a él en inglés. Bueno. Thank you so much, Huy, for being with us in this video. Thanks for your time. I know.
Thank you for the opportunity. We'd love to be on the camera.
Yes, and he is an expert flipper. I think you do how many flips a year?
Up until this point, you know, our team with us more than 85 flips now.
85
85
flips. So he is an expert in this field, and he gave us the opportunity today to be here to show us, you know, how to flip a home, everything that you need to know. So we're gonna ask him the most of questions we can to learn from him. So thank you,
absolutely.
Huy. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Anything that you guys want to know, you know, we just bought this property, and you know, I'm just here to you know, kind of show you, if you want to be like me, what is the first step, right?
Perfect. Okay, yeah, so we are here located, what is the name of this area?
So this is, well, the street name is Moss Street, and the location is Spring Branch.
Okay.
And when it comes to location, I guess, well, number one, right, you have to work with a real estate agent who specializes in investment property, because all, you know, well, you know, the house is good, but you have to really understand the number, right? You know, this house we purchased for, you know, let's say 165. What is the repair? What is the after repair value? How much you can sell it for after you fix it up, right? And that you're gonna need Joanna help for that. Yeah, so you know, Spring Branch. This is around Spring Branch. Great area to live in. You know, close to everything. You know, we saw this deal. We know the location. We love it, so we just hop right on it.
Perfect, Huy. Yes, and as Huy said, you know, even though in this channel mostly we show you new construction homes, something that you need to know is that we work with all the properties on the market. Any home that you see on the market or even off the market, we can negotiate and do all the work for you. And this investment home, you know, this is one of the things that our team does as well, that we can help you run the numbers and teach you everything. So okay, so 165 you purchased this home, right?
Yeah.
And how much are you estimated to sell this home for?
Well, thanks to your you know, thanks to the value that you provide me, hopefully, finger crossed, we can sell it for 265. Right? So you have $100,000 spread over there, right? You can renovate the property, put the property on the market, and then, you know, get the profit from selling it.
265.
265.
Yeah. Okay, 265, so $100 profit, right?
That's $100,000 in
around
profit.
the 100 in profit. That is this, but we have to deduct all the expenses, right? That you wanna invest on the property. So okay, we're gonna start looking at this property. So one of the main things, I guess, whenever you flip a home, one of the questions that we receive frequently is it important, the location? Like, what is the most important things that you need to look at when you're flipping a home? Do you have a specific criteria?
The number? Yeah, the day on the market is really, you know, we call this our buy box.
Okay.
Yeah, so day on market, you know, location, and most specifically, you know, is how much it's going to cost to repair, right? So that's the thing we looked at. So when you're coming in, you know, let me show you the inside.
Your main things that you will fix on this property.
I mean, you see all the wood is rotted, right? Yeah, so all the wood is rotted, so we have to take care of all the wood rot.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You see the garage condition, you know, it's bended, so we need to fix that.
Okay, the garage.
Yeah, so normally just look at the siding, you know, so the siding on this side is very good, but if it's rotted, it's, you know, it's gonna cost you quite some money to rehab. Right?
Okay, perfect.
And, I love to tell you like a magic number, but you know, it comes to experience when it comes to this, right? So work with an experienced realtor, and then she can connect you with good contractor, and then, you know, maybe on your first or second deal, you can bring your contractor with you. They will do the estimate for you, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have a magic formula for you. A lot of this stuff is come from experience. It is kind of slowed down a little bit. A lot of FHA and VA buyer, the inspector and the appraiser, they specifically looking for, you know, wood rot. right?
Yeah.
So stuff like this, we need to go ahead and repair.
Yeah, I had actually a seller that he had like some issues on the siding. It wasn't nothing big, but it came back on the appraisal and he had to fix it. So something I guess that you're probably gonna mention later on is like landscaping is super important, right?
Absolutely.
To make the house looks pretty and beautiful.
Yeah.
So are you thinking about doing some landscaping here too?
Yeah, we try to minimize our costs, right? You know, of course I can make it look like $1 million, but this is, you know, remember this is still like an entry level home.
Okay.
So, you know, we make it look nice, but just enough so that, you know, the new buyer, they can personalize it.
Right. Yeah, you make a good point, because I think landscaping is one of the most expensive things.
Yeah.
So you just have to budget it depending on the price point that you're looking at.
Yeah, so something you can do really cheap, you know, like power wash, so you can power wash it.
Yeah.
You know, get it cleaned up, you know, maybe trim the bush to, you know, just to your hip level, so that the houses look taller. And then, you know, of course, you know, fix the goddamn window. Somebody just broke it. I just see it now.
Oh, the window broke.
Yeah.
Okay, come on in. Oh, yeah, the roof.
So we're gonna go ahead and replace the roof on this house as well.
Yeah, the roof is another major thing that you need to be careful with, because they're saying that's gonna come on the appraisal, and insurance companies, they charge a lot whenever there are old roofs, or they may deny your policy. So if the roof is in bad condition, or if it's more than 15 years old, I think probably you need to replace it.
Yeah. So this roof is in a really bad condition. So,
oh wow, this is fun now.
So this is entry level home.
Okay.
Yeah, so we try to keep the price range that we work with, you know, it's below 300.
Okay.
Yeah, so we try not to fix any big home, especially 2-story home. You always have more if a home is 2-story, you always have more problems.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
The stair, and then, you know, the subfloor between the floor, you know, it's get messy. So if you keep it simple, especially when you first started, just keep it simple. 1-story, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 2-bath in a decent neighborhood, you know, just stick with that.
Wow.
Right? The newer you can buy, the better. The older the house, you know, the more problem they have. Yeah,
that's a really good point. So you prefer always like single-story homes?
Yeah.
It's better?
Yeah.
And 3-2, something like small, not too big, because if not, you're gonna make, you know, spend a lot of more money.
Yeah, think of your client, right? Especially your first-time home buyer, right? That's all they need, right?
Yeah.
They don't need, you know, they don't need to move in a $1 million house for their first home.
Right.
And this, you know, you're gonna appeal to, you know, the majority of the buyer.
Yeah, and something else based on my experience is whenever we're calculating square footage on properties, generally one-story homes, they appreciate a little bit higher.
There you go.
For because you have the entry buyer home and the people that wanna retire or make like a, you know, like buy a small.
Especially later on, I'm gonna show you guys the yard, right? The bigger the lot, the better.
Okay.
You know, you sell construction, you know, that lot is like tiny, right? So if the first-time home buyer, they look for a home, you know, the bigger yard, you know, more than likely they always appealing more to the buyer, right? Because you cannot find a single-family home with a bigger yard anymore. Right? So we kind of look for those stuff, you know, it tends to help us with the resale price.
So whenever they are calculating, like you have, because I know many investors work on the 70% rule, right? Do you work on the same rule? If you want to explain a little bit what it means.
Yeah, so the 70% rule is a good one. So basically, you know, if the house is, let's say if the house is worth $100,000, right? And then maybe you should buy on 70 cents on the dollar, which is you can only pay about, you know, $70,000 for this home.
Right.
Less
repairs.
This is probably 60% rule, right?
60.
Because number one is old, number two, it needs a lot of work, right? You see the roof already, and I don't know if you noticed the foundation. You know, we're gonna spend the money to fix the foundation as well because the home is not level.
Okay.
Right, so there's a lot. This home is gonna need a ton of repair, especially the big tree. That, you know, you probably heard this already. The roof, the AC, the foundation. They need all of this for this house, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so after we fix it up, it's more like a new home. There's no way we make money if we buy 70 cents on the dollar. It gotta be probably like 60, you know, maybe 55 even.
So
right? Yeah.
Because he said like it's 70% less repairs, right? People have to calculate that because 30% will be the profit. That's what investors generally look for.
Well, it's up to you. You know, this home we're willing to take a little less profit because, you know, as you know, it's right by our office. So I can go here. My crew is around here. It's just easier for me to get the job done in this town because it's so close to my house and my office. If it's like an hour away, if I'm gonna drive that far, maybe I want more money for myself.
Okay.
Right? But this one is easy. It's it's a very typical thing that we do.
Okay.
And it's right here in the area, so it's like, okay, we can take a little less money, but let's just do it, right?
Right.
It's easy.
And speaking about like big repairs, just to give, of course, this is depending on a lot of factors. We cannot estimate something for you, but just to give them a rough idea, like in regards to roof, how much is it cost to replace a roof and to replace the AC in this house, like let's say for example.
I have a spreadsheet I can give it to you.
Okay.
But the roof, just because I get a quote on this house already, it's normally gonna be $6,000.
Okay.
And they go by the square. So look up a little bit of information, and see how many square that your house needs, and then get like 2 or 3 quotes. You're gonna have a really good idea. Right?
Yeah, and many times with roof, if you're replacing the whole thing, they can just give us very estimates based on pictures that they can take from with drone and stuff like that. So it's very easy. And what, like more or less, how much would you say on the AC?
Oh, the AC, probably this house, of course, get some quote, but it's gonna run us about 6 to 7 grand. Material and labor has been increased, so probably gonna run us about 6 grand, 7 grand for this one, right? So we call that a victory. The roof, the AC, and then the foundation. It's gonna. I don't know how many pier we need, but normally on a project like this, just from my gut, another 6, 7 grand.
6, 7.
Right.
Okay.
So you see, like almost 20 grand is out the window already. And we didn't even fix anything yet, right? So this is why we need to buy it, right? If you buy it too expensive, and then you're not gonna make any money.
Right. Yeah, always the numbers. And
I'm gonna give you another, kind of my magic formula. If I look at all my projects, it costs us about about $15 per square feet for the cosmetic make ready. So if the house is $1,600, just take that and multiply by $15 per square feet. It's going to give you a very rough estimate of how much it's going to cost you to get the house cosmetically ready.
Oh, that's great. Take note of that.
Floor plan, sheetrock repair like that over there.
If you guys want to look at that part, that something happened there was a leak.
It's the roof.
A roof leak.
Yeah.
And that's a really great number. Of course, this is just to get an idea for a lot of people that ask how much. So around $16 per square feet to calculate the cosmetic. Yeah. That's great. Yeah, that's a great number. Okay, what else? I was gonna just make a point on the foundation too, because foundation really depends, and there is a lot of foundation companies that can charge you a lot of money. So you have to really get many estimates to make sure that they give you a price. And what would you say about the lifetime warranties, things like that?
They do have lifetime warranty on the foundation.
Okay.
So what would a repairable foundation company? Because the buyer that you're gonna sell it, then we want to see the paperwork. Right. When you sell, buyers are gonna ask you for documents. So make sure you keep all your receipts.
Open concept space.
Okay. So this is the kitchen. Of course, right now it looks like crap.
The kitchen, the beautiful kitchen.
This is a beautiful kitchen. I'm afraid cockroach. Probably a bunch of cockroaches.
No.
This is what I have to deal with. In the older house, like the cabinet, for example, you can keep it, right? You can sand it, and then your painter can come in, give it a good paint job. And then after that, you're gonna, the countertop, we always replace it with granite and then give it a backslash.
Okay.
And then of course, we're gonna put in, new plumbing fixture, new electrical fixture. So I cannot wait to have your team to come back over here. After we have the project finished, it's gonna be. It's gonna be like completely different.
What are you gonna do here? What is this space like?
We try to minimize all the drama and all the repair as much as possible. So if they have good condition, we're just gonna leave it like this, right? We try not to modify anything structural for the house, right? You need to get permit. You need to get, we try to keep it, super simple.
That's a really good point, because a lot of investors, when they start their projects, and especially when they are new, they, of course, it's their first project and they want to make, as many things, and they want to just create all of these things, but then the budget, it goes like beyond, and then they are not going to be able to sell it. What is the, it's a good learning experience, but you have to minimize and just really think of profit first. So whatever you can.
That's a really different mindset. Like us, we try to do as little as possible, right? Newer investor, they try to do as much as possible. So this house, they have a really good layout. The master is over there. And then all the other bedroom is over here.
Okay, let's go to the bedrooms first. So these are the other bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, right?
Yeah, of course everything is all beautiful bedroom. Beautiful bathroom.
Beautiful bathroom. So are you gonna the same paint? That's it? Just paint it and
No,
or you're gonna replace it?
So this is another good good tip, right? We have like one paint coat that we use for all the house. This is a very modern, trendy paint, and then all our contractor they use it.
Yeah.
So we keep the paint the same all the house, right?
Okay.
So we don't have to keep changing the color and picking the new color on every
Right. What is the name of the paint?
I forgot, but it just it's like a gray, but it's
agreeable gray.
Yeah,
agreeable gray from
really?
Sherwin-Williams.
See, you even know the name. I don't know. I just
Maybe.
know it's. I know
all investors use that color, so I know it's like light gray. So
I just know it's light gray. That's it.
Okay.
Either light gray or like use a little like brown but bright. Make the house warmer.
Okay.
So this home we're gonna make it modern, so we're gonna use gray.
Gray.
Yeah. So it depends on the tone, right?
Got it.
Yeah. But yeah, we're pretty much gonna keep the
cabinetry.
Yeah, the cabinet. That I don't know. Yeah, that is really old. It's rotted inside. So we might have to completely redo, all the bathroom, right?
Okay.
So the two things the two part that we spend money on, is the bathroom and the kitchen, right? Those is
bathroom
gonna
and kitchen.
sell the house. Yeah. So if I have extra money, I just gonna throw it into the bathroom or the kitchen, especially the master bathroom. It's the most important thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And this bedroom just
so
paint.
This is just paint. Flex room. Well, it's actually a bedroom, right? Because they have a closet right here.
Closet, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
so,
and the light, are you changing the light?
Oh yeah, we always,
all the fixtures, right, to make it more.
And if you have time, if you go shop at like Costco or some like wholesaler, sometimes they have this beautiful light and they go on sale. You can buy like 10 of them for really cheap, and you have to stack them at your garage. Like fan. We have like fan and fan after fan. We bought it for really cheap because they go on sale, and then we just stack it in our garage. And then we use the same fan for all the flip, right? And it look nice, and it it's quality from Costco.
Good tip, good tip. Yeah, how many thinking? Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah. Well,
when it comes to plumbing, so I guess whenever you start the flipping is whenever you start noticing all the plumbing, or how or.
We always expect to fix plumbing especially when you buy older house.
Yeah, right.
So this home, we have to spend money on the plumbing, probably about $2,000, $3,000.
Okay.
On some of the other house. Worst case scenario, you have to repipe the entire house. Hopefully, we don't have to do this. About $5,000, $6,000. Right?
So whenever you fix it, you just kind of change the pieces from
we
the
see
ones
where,
that are leaking.
You see where it's leaking, and then plumbing right now, they have all this connection. Your handyman or your plumber, you can just go there and then they can bite it together, so you can easily connect packs and PVC and what is it called, copper, or this home I think they have galvanized. There's always a connection for it. So figure out where it's leaked,
and then
fix it. Yeah.
Sure.
So fix the plumbing first before you do the sheetrock, right? So all the plumbing we fix it before we do the sheetrock.
Okay, got it. Yeah. So here you have a nice closet. It's something else that people love. So just a decent closet space really helps when you're selling a home.
Yeah, it's unfortunately the tenant or the owner they left us a bunch of stuff, so we have to clean it out. This is a really good point. This is clearly a foundation problem. A lot of new investors.
That's one of the signs.
Yeah.
Of the foundation, like cracks.
And then this is what we call a ghost door. Do you see the door just open by itself?
Yeah.
Because the house is shifting, on the right.
Yeah, it's dropping.
Yeah,
there.
so I cannot close the door because it's gonna keep. So that's clearly a foundation issue.
Yeah, or also when you come to the house, you can shut and open all the doors, and then if you kind of have issues closing it, it's because it may be a foundation issue. Yeah. Or looking outside, close to the windows, if they are open spaces, probably that's another sign, right?
Or maybe there's a real ghost inside.
Oh,
I don't know.
Maybe there is a ghost there.
Look, the deer keep looking at it, so maybe.
Oh my god! And then we have the attic there. Are you going there?
No, we're not gonna go up
to
the attic. But we're gonna go ahead and get it fixed.
It has like its
this
own
is
like
I don't know. We might have to cancel it because you notice the water keep getting in and it dropped the floor.
Oh yeah. Eroded the flooring.
Yeah, so we might have to cancel the door.
Just close it out.
Yeah, just close it out, because we don't really need it here. You already have like that door over there. Yeah, otherwise you have to, do something outside to kind of cover that.
Mm.
Yeah, so all the wood is rotted. You need to get it replaced.
Oh, okay. So it may be cheaper to just close it?
Yeah, cheaper to close
Okay.
it. Yeah, so right now it's a mess. But again, we're gonna go ahead and change the fixture. Of course, do the paint job, put in granite countertop, new plumbing. That we are debating whenever we have the budget to do standing shower or not. If you can put in a standing shower in the master bathroom, they always sell for a little more, and people always wanted it more.
Oh, really? With a standing shower?
Standing shower, yeah, in the master bathroom.
Okay, that's good to know. Something else that is important too is like if you're doing one standing shower, you need to make sure you have the other bathroom with a tub.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? Because people always, like, especially families, if they have kids, they always want a tub. So
so one tub, one standing shower. So we're debating we might, make it like a fancy standing shower.
Yeah, it is a nice, like, what is the size on this lot? Do you remember?
It's actually pretty small. Maybe 5,000, 6,000.
Yeah, but it's good. It looks
And
open. What about this tree?
Huh?
What is your opinion on it?
Well, I tried to
It's
buy
a
a house.
big tree.
Yeah,
Gosh.
I tried to buy a house not with a tree because one of the reasons the house have foundation issue, because tree like this, you see the root.
The root, yeah.
They're gonna go underneath the foundation of the house, and it does all sort of weird things. So if I could, I'd rather not buy any house with big tree. But this is just an exception. Maybe I make a mistake. I don't know. This project will turn to be like a bust.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna trim it. You do want to trim it when it go over the house, because if you don't, your buyer, they cannot get insurance.
Right.
Yeah, so we're not gonna kill the tree. Well, it costs number one, I like tree, and then number two, it just costs so much money to kill the tree. We're just gonna trim it, especially on the section over here. So that way the new buyer, they can get insurance, right? Because if the insurance adjuster, they go out there and they see like there's a tree lamp hanging on the roof, they're not gonna sell insurance to you, right? So we're gonna get this thing cleaned up.
Yeah, and that for sure you have to make sure, because it's gonna come up on the inspection report as well.
Yeah. So good news. I mean, not good news, but I think we get it for for the price that we want, and we just need to put in the work. If you want, come back later for the renovation. I can show you the progress. The issue that we run to, home like this, we always run into issues, right? All kind of stuff is happening. And then hopefully I will be able to show you a finished project, in a couple weeks.
So I guess total, like, you're estimating like what, 35K, 40 to fix it, something like that?
Well, after I walked through with you, I think my budget just went up.
A little more.
Probably, with the roof and everything,
with everything.
probably 40, 45.
Okay, 45.
Right? Finger crossed, right? So
Yeah.
it's gonna leave me, right at, my all-in money is $200,000 something for the house. I still have that, gap for the profit after all the agent fee, right? We haven't talked about the hidden costs, the soft cost, but this house, you're gonna pay electricity on it, you're gonna pay water on it, you're gonna pay insurance on it, and then when you sell, you have to pay the listing agent, you have to pay the buyer agent, you have to pay the title company. So there's a lot of costs associated with selling the home. So factor all that in, because it's gonna eat up into your profit.
And if you're using like a hard money or something like that, you need to also add those expenses on the loan and all of that to make sure that you're covering all the expenses. And do you have a percentage on, like, for those extra? Because as you said, most of the time 8%. You run into things 8%.
Yeah,
so
if you want to be safe,
on top of it,
if you never done it before, just do 9-10% just to make sure.
Repair, just to make sure something comes up and you have to repair the whole plumbing. Hopefully this is not the case.
Yep, exactly.
But okay, thank you, Hui. Thank you so much. So we're gonna come back for the second part of this when this is completed and see what things came up. Hopefully there is nothing.
All right, bye guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.